The way she leered at me. The blood merchant. I can't get it out of my head. I did what I always did. I let her use me. Why does it feel different to all the other times then? I'll drink that potion and never think about it again afterwards. But what I had to do to get it is going to stay. There's nothing more desirable in the world than a vampire, is there? Having you been through all I have, you damn well are going to fight with what few assets the gods give you. But a part of me feels sick when I think about getting on my back for breadcrumbs again. All the promiscuous jibes paint a picture of someone who had relished the deed. You couldn't really have known. I had nothing at all for so long. Not even my body. That was owned by Cazador. To be sent out to tempt fools into his palace. I have bedded thousands of people. Half of them I barely remember. Most of them didn't even grant me temporary bliss. I thought it would be nothing at all to sell myself to that drow's fantasies. But the price was higher than I imagined. I don't want to do it again. It isn't worth the scars anymore.
So, a vampire spawn and a monster hunter in the same group. We're not going to have trouble, are we?
Excuse me. Since this tadpole, I'm barely a monster at all. I just want to survive, same as you.
I don't see a problem. As long as Mr. Fang there keeps his appetite in check.
He was joking this morning. Jonas, I mean. Leave.
Don't wander far.
Welcome to our humble... Wait, are you Karlak? A lot of us were in Avernus. We saw you fighting. You were so good.
Well, yeah, I guess I was. I mean, you should avoid fighting for devils if you can. But if you can't, it helps to have a good right hook.
I saw you lay out a Moor demon in 2 hits. Bam! Bam! We were all like, whoa!
Ever heard of the Blade of Frontiers, kid? If you like monster smashing, you might be a fan of his work.
Who's that?
A lovely chap. Didn't kick ass in the Blood War, but that's neither here nor there.
That's true. But he never got kidnapped by a devil either.
Huh?
Sorry, kid. Look, forget about us begrudgers and bruisers. From the look of things, you've got your wits about you. A clever mind and a bit of style will take you a long way. Fight with those, and you may find you never need to use your fists at all.
In that case, want to buy a lucky ring I found?
Ha! Nice try, Shorty. Keep it up, though, and you'll be scamming with the greats in no time. It is, isn't it? Hope he makes it out of this mess with his wits in one piece. I'd like to see him set up in a proper home in the city. Every kid deserves that.
Don't be shy. Check it out. We've gone legitimate, and Mole put me in charge.
We're bruised, battered, but we're together again. You damn well brought them back. You're here! You're all right! How?
We're 2 tiefling queens, remember? I couldn't leave my favorite bard without her partner in crime. I did have some help from an old friend, though.
How did you do it?
Don't play coy. You could have left us behind, but you didn't. You should have seen him. He was brave, but also terrifying. In a good way.
I never thought I'd see... well, anyone again. Thank you. 1,000 times, thank you. One last favor. Take this off my hands. It suits you better.
Things in Moonrise were... bad. Real bad. Thank you for getting me out of there.
I'm glad it was you who walked through that door. Thank you.
Why are you smiling?
If this is about Roland, go away! My mum always said a drink's the most important meal of the day. Take your pick. Bye.
Premium trinkets Suda.
Roland said sit tight. But what's taking so long? I hope he's all right.
Of course Roland went looking for us. If you see him, send his ass back here, and fast.
And then we leave.
Can I get you anything?
No doubt.
Drink, a bite to
Just
eat?
keep your...
Althera.
Good to see you're still breathing. It's the best we can hope for.
I keep asking Jahira about my friends. She says she doesn't know where they are.
Oh, I don't need anything else. Thanks. Friend is a strong word, don't you think? I'm a busy man. State your business. Did I not already? How remiss of me. Here. That should cover your services. I have plans in Baldur's Gate. The work of many years' labor that will finally bear fruit. You should look for me once we're in the city. The name Wolverine Bongle will be mentioned among many, I've little doubt. That's Iron Hand gnome business.
You recall stories of the Iron Hand gnomes, a talented group of inventors who were banished from Baldur's Gate.
Do not speak of a story you only know the half of. We are inventors of the highest order, matched, perhaps, but never surpassed by the Gondians at the High House of Wonders. But our forebears were foolish, complicit with Saravok's madness over a century past. And so, we were banished. We still are to this day. The very one. It's the only mistake the Iron Hand gnomes ever made. And it cost us everything. I have fought tooth and nail to restore our reputation. Particularly against the Gondian detractors who live in glass houses. Our return to Baldur's Gate will usher in a new era for the Iron Hand gnomes. The realm deserves the benefit of our genius. Appreciate it.
Don't want any surprises. Yes, Mom.
We made it safe. Firm ground. Thanks to you. Won't forget it. Good foundations. Hear that? Place was built with love. Symmetry. Glad to be here. Thank you.
I suppose this place will do for now. Better than a cell in the towers at the very least. I'd thank you for your help, but I doubt you need to hear such trivialities. So I'll just say, fare thee well. Oh, that'll be all. But thank you.
Best bargains right here.
If you see Roland, could you let him know we're here?
Looks official.
Patrols report more activity among the cultists, Mom. Preparing to march, I wager. Seems that way.
Don't be shy.
Look, you're welcome and all, but I got to chat with bigger fish. Later.
It's good to see you again. I'd ask if you've made any progress with your little problem, but the telltale twitching of your eye is answer enough. My dear, nothing is coincidence. Mortals trifle themselves with free will, as if their betters have not molded every potential path ahead. No offense meant, of course. I'm sure everyone in Last Light thinks they could have changed things. They're not the only ones ripe for temptation, you know. My last contract here fed me for decades. Family troubles. Not my family, of course. I never surrender knowledge for free. But one good turn deserves another, does it not? To repay you for the souls sent my way, I offer a taste of the truth. Ketheric Thorm, proud father, man of faith, utter fool. On the night the Harpers sealed him away, someone murdered his entire army in cold blood. Now who would possibly benefit from such a massacre? If you want to know more, I could work the exchange of such precious knowledge into the terms of your future deal. But the time for quibbling over clauses and contracts hasn't quite arrived. You'll be limping back to me soon enough. Not with you, at least. Although I sense there's something your friend wants to ask me.
I do. I have a proposal for you.
A proposal? If you're hoping to taste my blood, little vampling, think again. It burns hotter than wyvern whiskey.
This is serious business, devil. My old... well, a long time ago, someone carved infernal runes into my back. They are a fragment of a contract. I'd like to know what the full contract says.
Oh, such impatience. It's something very important to your master. But is it a love letter, a warning, or a deed of ownership? I could give you all the gory details. But of course, you'll have to do something for me first. Let me think about it and get back to you.
You'll get back to me? This is important, devil. When?
Don't worry, I'm motivated to help you. Scars often tell such wonderful stories. I think yours might be truly exquisite. I'll see you soon.
Please, be welcome. Have a drink.
Oh, my gods!
To your very good health.
You perceive a faint hint of cloth grass, a herb that is said to elicit the truth. Jaheira smiles at you knowingly.
It doesn't spoil the taste, if that's what you're wondering. You will be refreshed, and I will be reassured. You don't know what you're missing. Well over a century old, and yet it hasn't lost a hint of flavor. Still not quite so sure about you, though. People tend to lose more than just flavor when illithids get their hands on them. I speak from experience. There's an air about you. Something Alien, answer me true and do not lie. The parasite is changing you, isn't it? And you're certain you will continue to resist? Good. I will take your word for it. And hold you to it, too. I have every reason to be cautious. I've traced people like you. People with parasites in their brains. All the way here from Baldur's Gate. The cult of the Absolute is spreading through the city. Quietly, quickly, and with unsettling deliberation. We tracked them to this ancient village, only to be faced with a man we killed and buried over a century ago. You were the one who rescued those the Absolute had imprisoned. You were courageous to brave the depths of Ketheric's stronghold. I suppose you know about Ketheric then. His invincibility. That we'll never cleanse this place until he's made to bleed. We met him on the road here, commanding an army of the Absolute intent on destroying Baldur's Gate. I put an arrow through his eye myself, only to watch him pluck it out like a splinter. He healed right in front of me and chased us into the shadows. Things looked hopeless, but experience has taught me that no matter how bleak things look, there's always hope. You are that hope. And the wit to know when it will not avail you, I think. We must try another way. Protected by your artifact, you can infiltrate his forces at Moonrise Towers, posing as a true soul. Find out what it is that makes him invincible, so we can strip him of his advantage. Once Ketheric is without his shield, the sword, together we assault his tower and put a final end to this blight. Without a cure for your infection, your days are numbered too. Yet you selflessly offer to spend them fighting alongside us. I like you. I promise I will do everything I can to make sure you survive this. Any cure starts with understanding the disease. Whatever magic Ketheric's using to control these tadpoles, it must be at Moonrise. Until then, we keep drinking wine when we meet. You're not our only secret weapon. Isobel, a faithful cleric of Selûne, and a light in the darkness. She cast the moon shield around the inn. It's the only reason we're still alive. She's upstairs in her chambers. Tell her I sent you, and she'll see you through the shadows safely.
Final nail into the new soul. Caress me.
You have better sense than this.
Damn it all! I could do nothing right! Not a damn thing! I was looking for Cal and Leah. What else? Instead, I found myself cornered by shadow fiends and in need of rescue. From you, of all bloody people. At least dead I'd have had a purpose. Perhaps as an appetizer for some cursed monster. I've failed Cal and Leah again. Be on your way. I'll return to Last Light. I know when I'm outmatched. Thank the gods.
Seems someone's been skimming our supplies. Is anyone keeping an eye on those children from Elturel? Maybe not, Mom.
Did you enjoy relaxing here while I battled that wretched darkness? What were you thinking?
I'm sorry, we got captured by murderous lunatics!
I thought you were dead, you ass! Both of you!
We're all safe, Roland. That's what matters.
I thought my entire family was dead!
I'm sorry. We should have been here.
No, it's not your fault. I shouldn't have shouted. I'm sorry.
Thank you for saving me. And the two idiots.
I've lashed out at you, drunkenly and otherwise, and you helped anyway. You didn't deserve that. I'm sorry. And thank you. You went out of your way to help us. It's only right you get something in return. Here. I hope it helps.
I've thanked you once already. Don't be greedy.
Well, thank you. I never thought I'd see these two again. It's good to be back.
I'm not the best at showing it, but I love Cal and Roland to death. They're family. Thank you for bringing us back together. Anyone gives you shit, come to me. I'll sort them out.
If ever you need us, we'll be there. I guarantee it.
I've thanked you once already.
I thought the worst too, but now we're together again. None of that matters.
Don't you ever get yourself captured again. You're all right. My gods, you're all right.
Come here, darling.
I was so scared I'd lost you.
Me too. But we're here now. Safe.
Credit where it's due. Bex, this is the one who helped me and the others escape.
This isn't the first time you've helped us. Saved our lives, really. Why? You make it sound so easy. But I know the lengths you've gone to on our behalf. We'll never forget it. Never, ever. Here. Take these for the road. It's the least I can do. So, shall we go for a walk?
Anywhere, my love. I go where you go. Bex said the gods sent you to us. I think she's right.
Thank you for bringing Danis back to me. I really don't know what I'd do without him.
Spend a long time moping down here, did you?
I couldn't bear to be around the others. They all seemed to be coping so much better than I was.
I didn't realize I had an audience. The true soul who's going to save us all. I'm Isabel. Pleased to meet you. We've been waiting, hoping against hope, for someone like you. Free from the Absolute's influence, yet able to walk among cultists. It's almost too good to be true. But I'd be a poor cleric indeed not to avail of a blessing when I see one. Let me guess. Jaheira sent you to beg a protection spell off her favorite cleric.
It hurts.
Perfect. It'll make you immune to the lesser effects of the Shadow Curse, which will get you closer to the towers. But there are places it won't help. Places where the curse is darker, stronger. The cultists are able to traverse even the deepest shadows, though. I don't know how. The Harpers are trying to figure it out.
Selûnite magic. Dark Lady, forgive me.
Good nose. Like a nasty little terrier. You have? Well, forgive me for gilding the lily. I suppose if Jaheira hasn't gone tearing into the night, there's work to be done there yet. I wish you luck. The very best of it. Ketheric is a frightening man. But you have something he doesn't. Allies worth having. While you're busy in the towers, I'll be sure to... Wait. Do you hear that? Something's wrong.
Hello, Isabel.
Marcus, is that you? What's happened to you?
I've been blessed. You can be too. Come with me, and you can hear all about it from Ketheric himself. True soul, my instructions are clear. Take the girl to Ketheric, alive.
A haunting face swims into your mind's eye, its instructions vivid in your mind. Nothing is more important than bringing the girl alive.
What's going on? If you have something to say, say it.
Pathetic. The Absolute sees all. Your treachery will be punished.
The Absolute. Of course. You can't believe them, Marcus. Ketheric will never give you whatever it is you've been promised.
He already has. Time to go, Isabel.
Moon Maiden, guide my hand.
Mold needs us. I know.
You did well to help those people escape Ketheric. Every soul saved is a blessing, and you're raining them upon us. Almost laughable that he sees him. Did you learn anything about how we might defeat him? That's fantastic. I'm glad you've made progress. Protecting this inn. Well, so glad you're on our side. Go on, then. I could say the same. Promise not to die, and we'll celebrate with our life stories. Moon and shadow, light and dark, divine sisters ever at war. Sometimes life forces us to choose sides. Right place, right time. It belongs to the goddess Shah. According to the heart, I suppose they didn't defeat him quite hard enough.
We'll leave soon? We don't want any surprises. Yes, Mom.
What's at stake?
Althea, I'm alright.
We're bruised, battered.
We don't even know the way to Minthara.
Traitors among us. A child taken. And still I can only feel relief. If they had taken Isabel too, You know me already. But you'll have the honor of making up for my blunder. I trust that you will. Gruesome, isn't it? I'm glad you survived the encounter at least. Did you learn anything more? Chosen? Oh, that's 3 masters Ketheric has served. Our paladin isn't very picky. He's aligned himself with mind flayers. But I cannot see... Perhaps we can force it out of him once we have him up. Was there anything else? The great general is paranoid. Good. That means he's protecting something. I'll wager it's the source of his invulnerability. He'd protect that at any cost. Was there anything else? Then speak. Ugh. Some crusty balladmonger, I expect. They have me slaying gods, or laying with them, depending on the bard. Volothamp Gedarm? Oh, that old fraud should be dust a century past. But then, lies live forever, and he's half made of this stuff. You'll have to sing that one for me when all of this is done. In any case, it was a lifetime ago by now. And for all our victories, we remain on the we fight, we die, and we just hope that when our time comes, there is someone else to take our place. No need of that. Every harper is a bard unto themselves, I'm afraid. Help me root out this cult, and they can spin stories about you for a change.
The necromancer was experimenting on the tadpoles. But they were already imbued with Netherese magic. So where did that magic come from?
Stand, soldier. These are the General's private quarters. Wait. Something in your scent is... familiar. Do you take me for a teething pup? Get that out of my face. Though whichever whelp owns that thing smells... happy. Safe. I've not scented such a thing since I was flesh. Since my master brought me back, this place smells wrong. His family is gone, replaced by bootlickers and beasts. You are neither. So tell me true. What is your purpose here? Good. Death itself cannot release you from that duty. Now be about your business, whatever it is. Not your scent. Selûnite magic on your skin. The General once smelled that way, when his daughter still lived. I died the same night she did, my master says, trying to protect her. I do not remember. But he brought me back. I will not fail him again. Yes, soldier. You'd be the first of the General's soldiers brave enough to try. All right, that's enough.
That might be worth a look.
A letter from Ketheric's wife. Sounds like she loved him very much.
We offer our pain to the Lady of Loss, that she may truly know to the faithful, that blessed Shah may give us her mercy. We offer our prayers to the Dark Lady, whose comfort and grace.
If you intend to stray from Moonrise while Ketheric still lives, I shall remain at camp, strategizing his downfall. I do not. All that I did before you rescued me was as a puppet of the Absolute. It is behind me. Until Ketheric falls, only vengeance remains.
Hey, stick shit! I hope we're able to continue.
Piss pot.
That's what I said! Stick shit!
My mug's gone dry, stick shit.
You heard her, stick shit! Fill her up!
Druid's still barking at nose.
Plunging chasms, but yes, the folk leave something to be desired as well.
Shit. You got one of Nair's moon lanterns, Zharg?
Pixie lamps. If you're headed to Moonrise, you won't last without it.
Toplands are clogged with the Death Dark. Choke you in no time.
You daft? It's there in the name. Shadows up there, black as the lower dark. A few sniffs could fell an ogre.
The Shadow Curse. We'll need that moon lantern from Nair to survive the journey to Moonrise Towers.
You just want me to die in a cursed cloud so you can take my boots. Finally, the plot revealed.
Another stick shit? Piss pot. You flirt. Now jump to it. Or it's up to the lift and straight to the shadows.
Cruelty like that poisons the soul. Till one day, you drop dead, or the person you're fucking with snaps and puts a sword in your eye.
True soul, yeah? Tell the sergeant we won't move a pebble. Hold out your hands, Hoon.
You heard the man. Let's see him.
Less our skin, more showing. Scout all you want. You got 5 working fingers. Perfect for digging. You want there, you claw him out. My drinking hand's busy. And I don't like pig shit, but damned if your mouth ain't spewing it. You want respect? Let your absolute pay for it. Till then, bugger off. Hey, stick shit, where's my drink?
Coming right up, piss pot.
Stick shit talks like smug, and he wrecked that shroom village.
And then shagged it.
Here's to smug, nasty prick. Shovel.
Alcohol. An odd vice for Dwergar, prone to triggering ancestral memories of brutal illithid enslavement.
And that yammering pisshole's bad news for your lifespan, but you keep flapping it.
Through the Dwergar's ears, you hear the sizzle of burning flesh and the screams of tortured young. Old pain felt anew.
Shit! Beat it! True hole, before I start beating you!
Dead drow, publicly displayed. The Dwergar is sending a message.
Don't like strangers here. But Absolute must have took you in. Me? Who else? My spiders sussed them out of hiding, then Near taught them a thing or two, and I let them fly. Caught them sniffing around. Easy marks. Had the stench of the Toplands. Hung them here as a warning. Ain't no one drugs with Clan Flameshade.
Coming from 3 directions.
Losing your mind it is. Probably the tadpole. The weirdest things seem to be.
I speak true, brothers. You know it in your hearts. You know it in your very souls.
We need no Lolth, no Spider Queen. Father Mermuth is the head of Clan Lur. He hatched us, raised us, feeds us.
What care we for his business here? He keeps us small, keeps us contained. We should be with the Spider Queen, revered, adored.
You've read that harming spiders is illegal among Lolth's faithful, and often punishable by death.
Father Mermuth is our past. Lolth is our future.
These spiders are loyal to the local Dwergar. In the event of a fight, they will join the fray against you, with slavering enthusiasm.
Useless? Hideous?
Xanta, is it so? You see, Father Mermuth's time has passed. Come, brothers, follow me into Lolth's hairy embrace.
Her embrace. We're ready. We follow.
Yes. Now, brothers, our new dawn awaits.
Stinking snitch. No one drugs with Clan Flameshade. Quit distracting me. Eh? Oh, those worthless bugs. Always were the stupidest ones I ever raised. Hope the Minotaurs get them.
Get over it.
Unless you're here to kick some stiffs lakeside, I suggest you bugger off. Nah, rockfall smashed them. Can't have them stinking up the place. The half that weren't crushed are digging the true soul out of the wreckage. You gotta be kidding. These trash don't have nothing on them but rocks.
Rocks.
You spot a shiny trinket on one of the corpses.
Quit sniffing around. You're starting to get on my nerves.
Nerves?
What's that?
I'm way too big.
Time to press ahead.
The architect.
You watch my lost. I mean, just look at this place.
Damn right.
You've quite the knack for finding the bright side of things, haven't you?
Eat and drink freely, for the lady doth come.
Let anyone in around here.
Anyone.
The scraps of a nightfall feast.
To break bread in Shah's name, then spill blood in her name. The sacred rite.
Something over there.
So, that's what people mean when they talk about pain is the gauntlet that all who love Lady Shah must endure. Only her embrace can truly heal me. To try and salve myself would do nothing but shame me in the Night Singer's eyes. Perhaps you're right. But there's little we can do about it just now. Maybe a way will present itself in time if Lady Shah wills it.
Go ahead.
Spot for an ambush.
Someone's secret stash has been found out.
Right tool will do the trick.
Hold it! I swear to Iron Hand. One more step, and a blow us to chunks!
An ashen scent fills the air. The barrel is filled with smoke powder, but the scent is acrid, as if contaminated somehow. Or much, much more concentrated.
She's gonna blow up. That's my thing!
Shut your mouth, Hoon, or I'll shut you down. What's to say? You're Near's bootlicker. Saw you sailing. A goddamn true soul. Better to die in this shit heap than rot in Moonrise. You want me? Come get me. Gerdo Iron Hand, I have lived for you, and now I'll die for you. Don't do this! Don't pretend you give a shit about me! Shit! I can't do it. Go on, drag me to Moonrise. I'll make you cult nutters suffer. You want to barter with rune powder? Look, you have no idea what you're dealing with. Any true Iron Hand would trade their life for a grain of this stuff. I'll spare you a vial. A barrel of this could light up the Underdark. A vial is plenty. Just let me go my way. I go where there's shit to stir, and there's no shortage of options. I'm getting gone. You ought to do the same.
What's inside?
The boat floats in the murky waters.
Do we have to spend so long poking about down here? I'd much rather be outside. with the sun on my skin.
You've only just come to tolerate sun and you're already nostalgic. If you're going to complain the whole way, by all means, return topside. You could use the color.
Something over there. That might be worth a look.
A camp. Looks like it's been sitting empty a while.
Looks like an ambush.
What? Gek! Got someone sneaking up on us.
What's this? Got ourselves an infiltrator. You move pretty quietly. Not quietly enough for my liking, though. Noise gets you eaten down here. Reckon I'll hush you before something hungry comes along.
His fist grips an axe. On his gnarled grey skin, you see the Absolute's brand.
Sooner I get rid of this one, the sooner I can get back to doing the Absolute's work. That's right. You are a true soul.
Your blood runs quicker, feeding the gnawing absence at the center of your mind.
Not like me to overlook one of the Absolute's chosen. Let myself get distracted. Won't happen again. Anyway, the hunt's not over yet. Tracking a runaway slave, Deep Gnome. Stole boots from my sergeant. I'm to kill the runaway, but she's holed up with myconids. Can't get past those rot flowers. They get in your head, make you see things. Half my squad jumped off a cliff, laughing. A deep gnome with boots too good for a slave. That's all I know. Got 'em clearing rubble. We've got orders from Moonrise to reach some old ruins. There's something the Absolute wants tucked away in there. Not that you need me to tell you that. Serving the Absolute ought to be reward enough. But no matter. Sergeant Thrin will cough up big to hear that slave's got a comeuppance. The stolen boots will do nicely as proof. And a true soul like yourself could name his prize then, I reckon. I'll keep watch here. No, might make a run for it.
The Underdark, as if we didn't face enough dangers back up on the surface.
I'm sorry. I might have come on a little strong with the dancing, but I was imagining my younger days, prancing about without a care in the world. We may never be dance partners, but we have fellowship, and I wouldn't trade that for all the gold in the gate-counting house. Well, that's enough sentiment for one day. What did you need? The Blade of Frontiers at your calling.
The Underdark has a certain menacing beauty to it, though I'll be happier admiring it from a safe distance.
I've rarely had to venture this far below the surface. Rare is the underbeast that takes to the sun.
You know, for all the time I've spent lurking in the shadows, I've never ventured into the Underdark before. Hardly a luxurious setting, but it definitely has its upsides for a vampire. Or its undersides, because it's... well, you know what I mean. It's not a plan yet. More a feeling. Just an itch at the back of my mind. But I know I'm missing something. Whatever Cazador did to me, it was more than his usual sadism. It had purpose. Once I know what that purpose was, maybe a plan will present itself. But for now, I just need to scratch this itch.
The infamous Underdark. Don't worry of the dangers you can see. Worry of the dangers you can't.
Half the squad dead for the sake of one runaway. Crack! How goes the hunt? She's just some deep gnome slave. They all look much the same to me. The boots should give her away.
What creatures live in waters this dark?
Gek does the talking around here. Bother him.
A vessel wobbles on the lake's murky waters.
Elf, what are you doing on Gek's raft? Where's Gek? Who are you? All right. No reason to get your tongue in a twist. Well, come on. Let's get you to shore. You'll need to report to the sergeant. You lot, keep patrolling. I'm heading back with this one.
You continue forward in silence until the lights of a camp twinkle through the murk.
Plowed sideways. We've got a welcoming party.
You shithead! Time you showed up, we got trouble.
Spit it out! Sergeant finally choked on True Soul Near's prick.
Rugno! The twat soul caused a rockfall, trapped tighter than a ring on a fat finger.
You're shitting me. You pay up?
That's the trouble. He's got the gold on him. Sergeant's arm is falling off with all the gnome slaves she's been beating. Who's the hoon, Greyman? Another slave for the dig?
Deep gnomes, mostly. Easy to feed. Fat thumbs for digging.
That a problem for you?
Aye. He speaks true. Found the hoon sailing Geck's skiff.
That's so.
You feel the slightest of stirrings in your head. The Duergar is not infected, yet your minds resonate.
I'll be. You ain't shitting. Felt the tingle. Your twat soul chum owes us a load of coin. You want through? Make a donation. Unclog your hole. Just shitting around. But I'm warning you. That twat soul ain't settled up soon. There'll be hell to pay for the lot of you cult buggers. What are you looking at? Move.
Go on.